Morena Baccarin isn't a doctor, but she plays one on TV. She returns as Dr. Leslie Tompkins for season 2 of Gotham. And here she is trying to convince her boyfriend, Detective Gordon, to leave the crazy crime-ridden city, especially since her psycho ex-fiance is, just threatening her.
Let's be happy. Let's go away someplace.
We can't let a crazy woman drive us out.
Why not? Pride? Who cares? We could go away and never come back. What's keeping us here?
I can't leave.
Why not? Jim.
I did a bad thing.
Wait, suspenseful
So
pause.
things are starting to really happen with him.
Yes.
He's going to a different place.
He is, yeah. It's this season's really kind of dark. It's called Rise of the Villains, so you'll see a lot of
Yes.
new and
Villains.
old villains pop up.
Yeah.
But everybody has a bit of a dark journey, which I really like.
Ben was here Monday.
Oh, right.
So he told
Yes.
us all about it. We should have asked him what we should ask you, because he probably knows more than we do. We did that
He knows
yesterday.
more than I do.
Yeah.
You had a busy weekend. The Emmys, I just
Yeah.
said you looked gorgeous
Oh,
in your
thank
red
you,
dress.
thank
So
you, thank you.
beautiful. It's just been nonstop for you.
And you've
Yeah.
done the Emmys before, so this
I
wasn't...
have, but this was actually kind of nice. It's nice when there's no pressure.
Yeah.
You know, I was just going
Go and enjoy
to have
it.
fun and
So
enjoy.
in the past you had gone with the cast of Homeland.
Yes.
Which, oh my God, what an incredible show.
Thank you. Yeah, it was wonderful.
And
Still great.
It is still great.
Yeah.
It is still great. But when this first came out, it was crazy how it just sort of took everyone
Right.
by. It took us by storm. It must have been incredible to be a part of that ride.
It was really amazing. It's so consistently, the scripts were so great. It was so much fun to work on material that awesome.
I'm trying to think, was it for this role where, you went in for it and then like, we're not going to use your character yet. And you're like, oh, okay, I have all the time in the world. And you went and you got pregnant, right?
Oh,
Yes.
during
And
Homeland.
then they call you, they're like, oh,
Yes.
by the way, we're going to put you in the season.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
I know, it was, yeah, I mean, there you go, right, try to make plans. No, yeah, it was the third season, I thought I was gonna have a big break, and so I got pregnant, and then they were like, actually, never mind.
See, plans are made to be
Yeah,
broken.
they are.
But Claire
Yeah.
Danes was very pregnant during
She
Homeland.
was. Well, no, actually,
Right?
what's funny is she was pregnant and they hid it, and then they faked a pregnancy for her like the following season. And she's like,
Right,
"Couldn't you
because
guys
I
just have-"
remember I was seeing her waistline grow a
Right,
little bit,
right.
and I'm like, I think she might be pregnant in
She
real
carried
life.
it amazingly, and like from here
Yeah.
up, you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that's gotta be
Yeah.
difficult.
And then for you were just carrying a bunch of things, like
Right.
the laundry
Yeah. Well,
or
yeah.
like
Well, they
whatever.
did something called a belly pass. So they have all this technology now, and they would just have another person also walk the scene the way I did, and then they would replace digitally my stomach
Stop
with their
it.
stomach.
Like
yeah.
CGI.
Yes. It was
That's
awesome.
incredible.
It's great.
So, in real life, you now have
Well,
a...
you can also just get really fat too, and it doesn't matter,
Which is
right? They can
great.
just make you look better and
I
better.
wish we could do that here. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
So do I, yeah.
So now you have a 2-year-old.
I do, yeah. He
How's
turns 2
that?
next month.
2?
Amazing. He's the love of my life.
Is it
It's
terrible?
amazing.
Because
Terrible
I'm
twos.
approaching 2. My daughter will be 2 in December.
Oh, okay.
Is
So they're like a month apart. 2
Is
months
it
apart.
terrible? The terrible 2?
Honestly, he's really strong-willed. He always has been from the moment he was born. I mean, he
Yeah.
was born feet first. He never wanted to turn head down. Like, he was that kid from the beginning. So we've been used to it. He's amazing, though. He's really feisty, and I prefer that. You know, he's got a lot of personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bad to have
Feet
a kid with a lot of
first?
personality.
He was born feet first.
Can
yeah.
we
Let's not talk about that.
Okay, good.
She doesn't want to talk about that.
We do want her to get pregnant one day, and I think that might actually send you a
Yeah, don't go into detail.
It was wonderful, just different.
It was great.
very painful.
Changing the subject. Okay, go back to Gotham.
Yes.
How is it like for you to balance it all? I mean, you're back for season 2. Your
Yes.
character is going to have a more,
I was only there because
I don't
you
know,
arrested me
adamant role
for
in
attempted
Jim
murder.
Gordon's life.
Yes, we're together, you know, which is kind of nice to just be in a relationship
It's a mirror to
where it's of course going to get tumultuous because that's
Yeah.
what happens on Gotham and on any show really. Otherwise, why would people watch? And I think he's going to really spiral and go into a dark place, and she's going to have to try to pull him out and see if she can hang.
What happens with the ex-fiance then?
She's bananas. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean, we keep coming up against her. where my character does, and she's just constantly trying to mess with us. It's really insane. I love that role for her.
You do?
It's so great.
We were saying to Ben on Monday that when you look at this and when you're watching it, it almost feels like you're watching a film.
Right.
I mean, with
It's
the
so beautiful.
costumes, and it is so aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
You must be impressed even when you see it. 'cause
Absolutely.
It's very different.
That's one of my favorite parts about the show is the look of it, and also the writing. It's all a little film noirish, you know, especially my relationship with him, and it's really fun to
and
play.
yet a little comedy.
Yes, of course, you have to. You know, it's a dark show in general. You got to
You need a
spunk
little
it
bit
up
of that.
here and there.
We do want to mention a new movie coming out.
Yes.
Deadpool.
Oh, with
in
Ryan Reynolds,
January.
right?
Yes, in February it's coming out.
Oh, February. Okay.
Yeah.
Marvel comic.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's a comic book movie that is not your typical comic book movie. It's very off-color, really funny. He's amazing in it. And I get to play this brassy, crass, you know, sexy female that you don't get to see out there.
Oh, that's fun.
It's really fun.
It's cool. You're now in this like comic book world.
Now?
See what happens. Now you're like,
Now.
I feel like
I'm
I've been
there.
in that for a
Yeah.
while.
I'm
But
there.
you know, but yes, most recently for sure.
yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank
for
you
coming
guys.
in.
Thank you
Good
so
to
much.
See you.
Good to see you.
Catch Gotham Monday night, 8 o'clock, right here on Fox.